What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Time to see what's next in Raid Shadow Legends, guys. We actually just got a new teaser, and oh boy, we have quite a few things coming our way, including a free legendary champion, a mythical champion, and tons of other changes. This is something that I'm super excited for because I've been asking for it for a very long time. And if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I'm talking about a new difficulty in the Faction Wars, right? We want to have a hard mode Faction Wars. In my opinion, the Faction Wars and the Doom Tower was the best content ever released in Raid Shadow Legends. So, we're finally getting an upgrade on the Faction Wars, guys. But without further ado, let's have a quick look at the video and see what we can expect.
It's time for another episode of What's Next in Raid, because we've got some exciting updates coming soon. There's Faction Wars Hard Mode, an expansion to Siege battles with some new mechanics, a first look at this year's Community Weeks, and more. So buckle up and let's get into it. We'll start with an old and popular feature that has been around for almost as long as Raid itself. We thought it was about time for an update, so enter Faction Wars Hard Mode. The concept is simple. Greater challenges, greater rewards. You'll unlock hard mode by finishing all faction crypts and collecting the final Faction Wars reward on normal mode, Lydia the Death Siren.
So, you do need to complete the Faction Wars, of course, to unlock the hard mode. A lot of you guys are already in this position. If you are a new player, you're still gonna have plenty of time to basically get this knocked out of the park. I do think that Lydia was an amazing free champion. Free, not that they're just gonna hand it to you, but you need to basically complete the game mode to collect it for free, right? A lot of free-to-play players did it. And I think if they are going to release a champion of a similar quality with Lydia, we are gonna be in for a treat. Like, I'm using Lydia on day-to-day basis. She's an absolutely amazing champion. But let's see what exactly changes in the Faction Wars.
Schedule will be the same on both difficulties, so don't worry about there being a mismatch on opening days. You'll also be able to access hard mode crypts with the same keys you'd use to access normal mode crypts.
So we won't have different keys to basically collect rewards from all of the Faction Wars. We're gonna upgrade to hard mode with the exact same keys. Now, I'm not sure if I'm necessarily the biggest fan of this idea. Maybe they're going to give us more keys. That's something that most likely is not going to happen, right? But either way, if you are able to do hard mode, you're probably going to want to do hard mode for better rewards.
All crypts will be significantly harder, but that also means better rewards.
Yeah, same amount of keys.
Artifact crafting materials, glyphs, including rank 6 glyphs in rare, epic, and legendary rarities.
So we're finally getting an upgrade on the glyphs, guys. At the moment, you know the drill with the glyphs. You have that freaking chance of hitting a 3 out of a 8 speed, right? Which is just plain dumb in my opinion, because there's a lot of RNG. So what I'm expecting with the rarity is basically to reduce your chances of getting wrecked. So let's just say the rare glyph has a chance to hit from 3 to 8. The epic maybe has a chance to hit from 5 to 8, and maybe the legendary a 7 to 8, or directly an 8, which is a massive difference, right? I think this is definitely a good thing.
And new rewards like relic crafting materials for a brand new group. And those are just the goodies that drop from regular crypt stages.
So we're gonna get relic crafting materials for Faction Wars hard mode, sorry. Seems like we're gonna get a new group for that as well. My god, we're gonna have groups for pretty much everything for the relics. So that's gonna be pretty interesting.
Introducing a whole new line of rewards. The challenges are harder though. Clearing a stage with no losses will only net you 2 stars this time around. Getting 3 will require something special. It might be killing enemies while they're under 10 debuffs, or landing a specific number of final blows with a champion under perfect veil. Be sure to check out what challenge awaits you on each specific stage.
So that's definitely going to be harder, because you're going to have conditions now that you need to meet in order to get a 3 stars. And it's not about surviving, using a full team or anything like that. It's basically having the right champion. So this time around, yes, it will be super important to have the right champions. Very similar on how it was when they released Faction Wars in the game 5 years ago or so. Because even then, if you were missing a few key champions was almost impossible to complete the faction wars. It was really, really challenging. So I'm most likely expecting to see something similar with that. And yes, as usual, some people will complain about it because they don't have the champions. And it will be a long waiting period to collect the final rewards, especially if you need to meet all of these requirements, right? But it's a challenge at the end of the day. We don't want to complete the game in 1 week and then get bored, right? So it's something to basically aspire to work towards something, you know?
Speaking of challenges, you'll also have to face off against much stronger faction crypt keepers too. Each updated boss will have its own focus, whether it's damage over time, single target damage, etc. Each new tainted crypt keeper is visually distinct for your convenience, and we'll make sure there are in-game boss guides to help you out. The challenge completion rewards for clearing hard mode stages are pretty awesome.
Mythical champion, guys. She does look pretty badass, though. She looks pretty badass. I'm not sure about the kit because I don't think they're showing it. Very curious to find that out. Hopefully, she's going to be amazing. And as you can probably notice, we are getting mythical gemstone from there. I think that's a mythical gemstone,
include a
right?
mythical champion you won't be able to get anywhere else. So
we have a fire form and we have an ice form. So probably it's going to be some HP burn champion maybe, and then some champion that lands freeze or something by the looks of it. I just hope she's gonna be good. I do prefer the first form, to be honest, over the metamorph, which I would assume this is the metamorph on her, the ice form.
Anywhere else. So get out there and conquer faction wars today to make sure you're ready for when hard mode drops. Next up, let's talk about changes coming to Siege. All clan fortress buildings will have their max level increased from 3 to 6.
So they're going to increase the levels on all of the buildings in the siege mode. That's definitely going to bring in a lot of extra defense teams, a lot of extra attacks for pretty much everyone. But there's still a massive problem with the siege mode. And that is, if I'm going versus a clan that has the buildings upgraded and we don't have them, they are at a disadvantage, okay? Because if we are basically scoring more wins and we're wiping everything off and they're not able to do the same to us because they can only do 60 attacks because we don't have our buildings upgraded or repaired, they're going to instantly lose, okay? So I feel like this is a massive flaw that the siege mode has at the moment.
That means 90 additional defense team slots, more battles for all participating players, and more resources that can be won. We're also planning a new mechanic for magic towers and defense towers. These defensive measures can conceal some of the champions garrisoned in a tower before a fight begins, or apply debuffs to the attacking team. Think of them like traps.
Oh wow, so this is going to be really interesting. This is going to be really interesting if you can conceal a champion so the enemy doesn't know what your team is made of and they can only see 3 champions, or instantly land debuffs on you. So this is going to happen to the defense and the magic tower. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Definitely, it will make it much harder.
A tool to mislead the enemy and utilize a greater range of tactics to make breaking through your defenses even harder. We're also expanding siege tiers up to 8. New tiers? That must mean new rewards, I hear you ask. You're right. Winning sieges in tiers 7 and 8 comes with greater rewards, such as unique crafting materials for another new group of relics coming down the line. But it'll be more difficult to stick around than it is in tiers 1 to 6. You'll need to reach a certain number of siege.
So you know what I've noticed, and I find it super weird? What is with that gear set there? That's not the gear set that we have in the game, right? I mean, we have it from Classic Arena, is the Divine Attack set. Why is it there? Why they haven't used the actual set that you're getting? So we're gonna get materials in the higher tiers, and seems like a different type of victory chest because, hey, if you collected Lamassu, they do need to upgrade those rewards. And by the looks of it, they are changing the scoring system because right now, the scoring system only goes to like 5,000. It seems like here, it goes to like 1 million points. So maybe they are fixing the issue that I've just mentioned before.
Siege points to enter tier 7, and winning a battle there will propel you into tier 8. However, losing battles will drop you to lower tiers, and you'll have to win again to return. We'll also be tweaking some existing mechanics, such as victory conditions tweaks meant to deal with siege draws and clan management tools, to see where we can improve there. Keep an eye.
So I just want to give a quick feedback on this. What I think we should really be able to see, and it's not necessarily only to the siege mode, but this is the most important area. We need to have a list where we can see which one of our clanmates used the attacks, what they've lost, how many enemies used all of their attacks, how many of them lost attacks and rebattles. So like this, we can actually have a better understanding of where we are, okay? Are we going to be able to win this? Or that's it, it's a lost cause because we've lost 5 fights in offense, the enemy only lost 1, and they're going to be able to basically clear the rest of the map. I feel like it's so important to have a list in the game that shows it to you, because at the moment you can only see like a weak-ass leaderboard that shows you how many victories you have or defense wins and flooring donated and all that crap that nobody cares about, right? So they really need to work on that, in my opinion.
And the patch notes coming in the future to learn more. A slightly smaller feature we've got coming, but no less exciting, is leaderboards.
Finally.
Bring bragging rights. In essence, we're implementing dedicated leaderboards for all arena modes and the 6 dungeons. You'll be able to see the top 3 performers in the arena or dungeons collectively, but you'll also be able to see the top 100 players for each separate mode and location within the arena and dungeons. These leaderboards will be separated by region and will be refreshed each week for arena and every 2 weeks for dungeons.
Okay, so we are finally getting a leaderboard for Platinum Arena, guys. Now we can all celebrate. It's not super important, but this is something that's supposed to be in the game for a very long time. Just to be able to click on the leaderboard and see who won the first place this week, who won the second, etc. Rather than us taking screenshots and trying to basically see, okay, this guy took the second place, this guy took the third place, etc. So definitely pretty excited that this is finally happening. It's not a big thing for the majority of the players, don't get me wrong. It's not something that is changing our game or anything like that, but it's something that's supposed to be in the game for a very long time.
Scoring high on the global and regional leaderboards will net you some sweet avatar frames and unique badges to show off on your raid profile. Finally, Community Weeks is coming back. We've got a new event planned to celebrate you, our wonderful community, and the bonds you forged with one another on your adventures in Teleria. So, what's new? Well, we're introducing a new 25-day login program, similar to an advent calendar.
And free legendary!
A specific slot will unlock each day, and you'll need to log in to claim the reward assigned to it. You'll want to log in every day, or you might miss out on some serious goodies. On some of the days, you'll be able to claim fragments for a brand new legendary champion, Udex Artor. Created...
Funny, another Sacred Order champion. Last time Weekswell was... Sacred Order as well, right? Interesting.
Especially for Community Weeks. Don't worry about missing out on the fragments, though. You'll still be able to claim them before the daily login rewards come to an end. Still, it's better to log in every day to claim the other resources as well. The final reward of the Community Weeks Advent Calendar is a legendary relic. And
So, bang, we're getting a free legendary relic as well, guys. And it seems like we're going to be able to vote for which one we should get from here. That is actually really, really good. It's super hard to get them, to be honest with you guys. I like that they are bringing relic materials in Faction Wars, in the Siege mode, because that will just slowly build up the economy. Because at the moment, we have serious issues with the economy for relics, especially with the materials to upgrade them, the way we can actually collect gemstones and stuff like that. So that's actually great stuff. Plus, getting a free legendary one is even better.
you get to decide what it'll be. When the time comes, you'll get to vote on one of 4 options. Rally your friends, make your vote count, and determine the boon every player will receive. We're nearly done, but a What's Next in Raid video is never complete without a sneak peek at some upcoming champions. Feast your eyes on these incredible new warriors coming to the game over the next few months.
And is that a mythical champion?
And that's it for now.
Oh! It's finally happening. We're getting the freaking Hound, guys. There you go. We're finally getting the Hound. Now, we don't know exactly how good this champion will be, but we are finally seeing the Hound coming to life. The long-promised Hound, okay? There you go. For all of you guys that are non-believers, it is happening.
We hope you're excited about these new features coming to the game. As always, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Raid. Until
awesome. So a lot of stuff to unpack, guys, and Personally, I'm very excited for Faction Wars. Not sure exactly how to feel about the Siege mode. I like that they are finally bringing in leaderboards. And the rarity of glyphs, I think, is a massive, massive plus. This is something that I was personally not expecting. Free legendary hero, free legendary relic, new mythical champion that we can get for free by completing Faction Wars. So it's going to be pretty damn hard just to expect it. Maybe even harder than to get Marius, or who knows exactly. Either way, we have tons of things coming to the game in the next couple of months or so. Usually, these videos are made kind of like 2 to 4 months, kind of like basically show you what's coming to the game. And yeah, tons of things. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.